Hey, good morning. So you want to know if they had anything to do with Cop City? Well, let's find out. In one, a two, a three, a three. You see, Israel has long been a U.S. ally, but Atlanta, they've had a special relationship with the country too. For more than 30 years, law enforcement leaders from around the metro area have traveled to Israel to train officers on the best practices in community policing and homeland security. It's through a program called the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange, or GILI, based out of Georgia State University, and it's run by an Israeli man called Dr. Robert Friedman. So what's GILI, you ask? Well, according to Bigotry and Brutality in Foreign Police Training, a comprehensive report on the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange, GILI is a privately controlled and largely privately funded police exchange program. And according to its website, the program arranges for American law enforcement officials, corporate security executives, and others to engage in training, briefings, and seminars with foreign governments, including the Chinese, Egyptian, Hungarian, Kazakh, Uzbek, and Israeli governments. The last of which, the Israeli government, is the original and primary focus of the program. Since GILI's inception in 1992, at least 1,600 participants have engaged in its training programs, including officers from the Atlanta Police Department. You can pause to read the rest if you like. Now, when Georgia-based officials travel to the Middle East for training, they study at least 28 different topics. And although GILI has long refused to share the details about what officials learn through their programs, open records requests have forced GILI to reveal that the 28 topics include border policing, community policing, and urban policing. Now, the most recent delegation to travel to Israel, they traveled for 2 weeks in June, and that included 12 Georgia police chiefs and their command staff, 3 Georgia sheriffs, the former director of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and members of the Department of Justice, Georgia Public Safety Training Center, and Georgia Department of Public Safety. Oftentimes, the GILI delegation will take trips to Israel to train on the ground, and some years, the delegation hosts Israeli officials here in Atlanta. And after taking the trip to Israel, the director of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Michael Register, wrote a letter to Governor Brian Kemp stating the program was one of the best leadership experiences he's ever had in his personal career. Here's a photo of Thompson Police Chief Courtney Gale. She was also on the trip to Israel. And Dr. Friedman, the creator of GILI, he says that we've had all the chiefs of Atlanta police participate in it. So what does any of this have to do with Cop City? Well, according to Jocelyn James, Israel's Defense Force, the IDF, may become a component of Atlanta's Cop City thanks to the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange Program, also known as GILI.